Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Steven, and I'm one of the hosts of the Aroundtable. And today I'd like to talk to you about my initial thoughts on the Battle of Gardens Gate, the sophomore release from Greta Van Fleet. This band has been in the hot seat since they started releasing music in 2017 because they actually really do sound at that point, up to now, like Led Zeppelin. And so either music fans loved them or hated them. So depending on where you stand, either you were looking forward to this or you weren't. I was. I enjoyed the first album. No masterpiece by any stretch of the imagination, but enjoyable. With this, the Battle at Gardens Gate, the band kind of expands their sound on this. There's a little bit of Cat Stevens, Grand Funk Railroad, Guess Who's on here, Rush 2012. There's the string arrangements. There's, the piano. There's a lot of instrumentation. These guys are proficient in their instruments. The lead singer is fantastic. What's his name? Grizga. What's his name? Uh, Josh, I believe is his name. The vocalist is crazy. It's amazing what this guy can do. I can only imagine if they continue going on what these guys can sound like. If they get a little bit more life experience behind them and a couple of more tours, if they're just as motivated to make music like this, I see, in about, let's say, 5 to 7 years from now, these guys can create probably the masterpiece rock album that a lot of fans have been clamoring for. Especially people who said, like, nothing sounds like the 70s anymore. These guys have nailed that sound. I'm not sure if they want to be Led Zeppelin knockoffs. I just think they love 70s. They've embedded the sound into them. It's part of their DNA. I think it's genuine. In my opinion, it's a genuine, sincere homage to that sound. I think they've nailed it. Although they need a little bit more life experience to go through that, the mysticism, the spirituality of 70s albums, they really need to, experience life a little bit more. Besides that, the album is really good. I enjoyed it. I think the first side, at least, anyways, the first 5 tracks up to Heat Above, My Way Soon, Broken Bells, Built by Nations, Age of Machine are fantastic. After that, it does tend to get repetitive. The way the singer kind of does this oh wow wow. It's very repetitive and can get annoying at times. I would have taken off maybe the Light My Love and perhaps the Barbarians off the album, track 8 and 10. They kind of really don't go anywhere for me. The Weight of Dreams wants to be an epic album closer, but something is there. I think maybe because they don't have that life experience, they're not really singing about anything of urgency. So if you're listening to it, it's a long song, it's played well, it's sung well, but there's just nothing behind it. At the end, if you're in that headspace of listening to 70s rock, in my opinion, right now, nobody has captured that sound or that feeling like Greta Van Fleet has. So with that in mind, I'm going to give this album 3 stars out of 5. I think these guys have the ability to make a masterpiece maybe in about 5 to 7 years from now. Hopefully another 2, 3 albums worth of material, a couple of tours if they're able to tour. With pandemic, we don't know what's going on. If they can tour, get some life experience, really get something going. To add that life experience to that sound that they've created, I think there's a masterpiece in the making. They have the capabilities, they have the talent. They just need, I think, a little bit more life experience. Again, that being said, I highly endorse this album. I think it's worth picking up or listening a couple of times. But again, I stress, you have to be in that mood of 70s rock. If you're looking for Imagine Dragons or Bruno Mars or something, this is not going to do it for you. Or if you didn't like the first one, this is not going to change your mind. If you like the first one, this is a nice stepping stone. They have, I think, evolved a little bit, incorporated a little bit more sounds into their repertoire, so they're not strictly Led Zeppelin. They are actually now a 70s sounding band. So if you can get that wrapped around your head that this is a 70s sounding album, then this is for you. And whoever thought rock can't sound like back in the day, give this a shot and I think you'd like it. So this is Stephen Pluto from the Roundtable. Please support our channel. If you like to buy this album, please go through the Aroundtable website. We would appreciate that very much. A shout out to my brothers at the Aroundtable, Dino, Phil, and Gio. Keep rocking. Looking forward to what you guys think of this. Hopefully we get a podcast going soon, and let's discuss a few things. I can only say one last thing. Live the dream, guys. Take care.